Thank you for joining me today and taking some time out of your day to learn about the Veterinary Biomedical Science Master of Science program at the K-State Olathe campus. My name is Paige Adams. I'm a program lead on this campus for the program. I've been here since August 2013, so I know quite a bit about the program and the courses that it offers. I also serve as student advisor for the program, so if there's any questions that you might have about the program, I would be happy to answer them. Hopefully with this review, I'll be able to answer most of your questions, and then at the end, I'll have an email address if you want to ask me specific questions about the program. My background is in veterinary medicine. I have a DVM from Texas A&M and a PhD from Cornell in immunology, and I also have some background in large animal surgery and medicine. Hopefully through this program, I can relate to what you're doing and what you want to do for your future and career. So I'm going to be going over some of the highlights of the program and hopefully answer some of your questions as we go along. And also, I know there'll be a Q&A. There's a Q&A feature on this webinar, so be sure to ask any questions that you might have about the program, and hopefully I can answer them at the end. So to start, a question that we get often is, who should actually apply for this program? And it's really set for early and mid-career professionals in the animal health industry. These would be folks that would be working in animal health, or they might be working in CROs, contract research organizations, or in research labs. The goal of the program is to try to prepare and educate these graduates for successful careers in animal health. We want to be able to expand knowledge in animal diseases and their impact in human health. And we want to develop interdisciplinary skills in our graduates, especially in technology, business, leadership, and others in other areas to solve problems in the industry. We know animals are so important. We care for our animals, and we want to develop and create and care for our companion animals as well as our food animals for food production. And through this program, we hope to give you the tools to be successful in that in the future. As far as our students, that our current students are in this program, they're coming from mainly different industries, animal health, as I said, CROs, research institutions, and here's just a listing of some of the companies where some of our students are coming in from. And so with that, it's also a great opportunity because a lot of these students are coming together for the courses and in the classroom, and it gives them a really great opportunity to interact and network with their peers. And often we'll have guest speakers from industry, so this also gives you an opportunity to get to know some of the folks that are working in these various industries and finding those connections, which is so important today in careers in animal health. And then how does this academic program work? It is required that you take at least 30 credit hours to graduate. It's a very self-paced program that you can take 1 year or up to even 6 years to complete. So that gives you the time, especially if you're a working adult, working in the industry, working full-time or part-time. This gives you the time to take the courses that make sense for you schedule-wise and time-wise. We have different academic programs. There's a thesis and non-thesis options. The thesis one can be either traditional or industry-related. Since most of the students on the Olathe campus are coming in from business, so we often suggest doing an industry-related thesis through their company and their oversight. We also have a non-thesis option where students can write a report, which is a much more in-depth lit review, getting at a particular problem and whatever they're working with in their companies or what they're planning to do in the future in their companies. Or there's also the coursework where you are only taking coursework. But for all these academic programs, you will definitely need a graduate committee, which includes a major professor and 2 faculty members to serve on your committee. The other nice thing about the program, it's very flexible and customizable. So it gives the chance for the students to design an advanced degree that best fits their interest and professional goals. And so certainly I can help in discussing this with you and what you're wanting to do and suggest appropriate courses and faculty members to serve on your committee. And also we also have various course delivery methods. So they can be face-to-face here on this campus. You can also take courses by distance, kind of a self-paced learning strategy, or a hybrid where you can join the course live as it's occurring on campus through our system called Zoom. It's very similar to Skype. As far as what kind of courses are actually offered within this program, I have here listed at least 15 animal health related courses with olathe sections. So these are the ones that we actually offer here on this campus. Things that especially that we've developed that are in response to input from industry. So these would be courses like One Health, regulatory aspects of drug and vaccine development in the animal health industry, vaccinology, zoonotic pathogens in the food chain, to name a few. But certainly we have more courses to offer to our students within this program. And you're certainly not limited to only DMP listed, prefix listed courses. That's what makes this program really nice and flexible, because you can select courses that make sense for you and what you want to do in the future. As far as what are the course requirements for this program, there's really one required course, and it's the pathobiology seminar called DMP 870. It's a 1-credit course. You have to take 2 semesters of it, and it's generally a journal club presentation type of course. So that is the only required course for this entire program. And then the rest of the courses are really up to what you want to accomplish as a student, with input from your major professor and the student advisory and your student advisory committee, which again includes 2 other faculty members. And so it really makes it a really nice, flexible, customizable master's program for what your needs are. So again, I just want to emphasize that a major strength of this program is its flexibility, and this makes the curriculum very customizable to meet your needs to be successful in your job position. So how many graduate faculty are in KSU's College of Veterinary Medicine that support the students in this program? And when I did a count as of December of 2016, you can see the numbers of faculty that are associated with the 3 major departments within the College of Veterinary Medicine at K-State. And so certainly I'm a faculty member that teaches in a lot of these courses, but we also have the backing of faculty from the veterinary college. So that gives you an idea. And of course, they're very specialized in different areas that would hopefully be helpful to you and what you want to accomplish. So currently there's, in the entire master's program, or the entire VBS program, there are 76 students in this program, with 22 of those being here on the Olathe campus. So we represent a pretty large number of students within this program. So what will students receive from this program? We want them to receive advanced training and knowledge in some of the core areas that the animal health workforce emphasizes. And these include things like understanding the animal pathogen interface, regulatory compliance, which is so important, technical communication, which is also very important, as well as leadership skills so that you can advance in your positions at your jobs. The degree, we want a degree that's responsive to your career interests, and we want them to be able to help you expand in your employment opportunities and improve future successes in working in the animal health industry and tackling some of the major issues associated with animal health. And I have to say that, you know, we've had several graduates through this program, and I would say, you know, we've seen some positive influences of this master's degree where they are actually getting good benefits from their companies within a year of graduation for, again, some of our graduates. So how about applying for this program? There's basically 5 steps or 5 things that need to be completed. One is the graduate school application, and you can see the website listed there. It's an online application, and for your college transcripts, those would be matched with your online application. There's also a statement of objectives that need to be included with your application. GRE scores are optional, although if you have them, it's very helpful for the admissions committee to use that as a way to evaluate your application. And then there's also 3 letters of recommendation, and those we recommend either from former or current mentors or employers or even other professionals to support your application. And as far as when you should apply for this program, it's a rolling deadline. So we generally recommend putting your application materials in, including your 3 letters of recommendation, in at least 1 month prior to the semester that you plan to begin. So if you're thinking of applying in the fall, for example, and it starts mid-August, then you want to try to aim for August 1st to get all your materials in. Although we can make exceptions and expedite the application if we need to, so that's no problem. We just need to know ahead of time. So with that, I'm just going to leave this quote here from Annette. She works in the animal health industry currently, and I just want to provide this opportunity for you to ask questions. We really appreciate you joining me today to talk about the program. If you're ever in the K-State Olathe campus area, I'd be happy to show you, give you a tour of the campus and talk about the program even further with even more detail. So thank you so much for joining me. Here's my email address if you're interested in talking to me or emailing me directly. And then also on our website, which is listed here, that gives you even more information regarding the courses and the emphasis areas that you might be interested in, and some other Q&A types of questions that I might have missed today. And with that, I'll close, and thank you so much for joining me.